President Trump has signaled he's willing to extend protections for young immigrants brought into this country illegally, but on one condition. Last week, he tweeted there can be no DACA without the desperately needed wall at the southern border. But do walls really work? Mark Phillips went to Berlin to find out.
At this point, you would have been in the car coming this way.
If anybody knows anything about walls, it's probably Hans-Peter Spitzner.
So you would have approached Checkpoint Charlie.
The first time Spitzner was at Checkpoint Charlie was when he and his daughter Peggy would be the last people to escape across the Berlin Wall before it fell.
It was a great danger for us, and I thought thousand things were in my head.
It's a tourist attraction now, but from its building by the old East German regime in 1961, the wall was a death zone for almost 3 decades. While around 5,000 people escaped across, through, over, or under it, at least 139 died trying. Some death estimates run to well over 1,000. But Hans-Peter was desperate.
And this is the car I crossed the border.
The car was owned by American GI Eric Yaw, now a family friend. With Spitzner's wife Ingrid already in the West, allowed out for an aging aunt's birthday, and with Peggy just 7 years old at the time, Hans-Peter asked dozens of GIs with access to East Germany to smuggle them out. Only Eric Yaw agreed to hide them in his trunk.
And I said to him, "You are now a member of my family."
The Spitzners have strong views about walls, not just the Berlin example, now a living history lesson. Whether it's here or the security barrier the Israelis have built between them and the Palestinians, or going back to the Great Wall of China, they see all walls as monuments to political failure.
The Berlin Wall, of course, was different than all the others. The others were designed to keep people out, and this one designed to keep them in. There is one thing they all have in common, though. Critics will tell you that when governments build walls, it's a sign that something else isn't working.
It's always to keep someone in, to keep someone out, to keep someone from doing something. So it's always a bad thing, really, and it's always a monument of a problem.
A monument that, with the will, can always be overcome.
And I say, never again, please.
Mark Phillips, CBS News, Berlin.